Today I'm going to rank the voices in Slay the Princess. This game is amazing, I love it, and I loved the voices. They were hilarious and so much fun. So I have 12 voices, all of them, and then the hero and the narrator. And we're gonna go in chronological order based on when I met the voices in my 3 playthroughs, and I think it'll be really fun. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe and comment below. Who do you think are gonna be my top 3 favorite voices, along with Smitten? Smitten and the other 2. Who do you think are going to be my least favorite voices? Which ones are yours? Were they the same as mine? Did you agree with my ranking? Did you totally disagree? Were you like, why did she like that voice? I think this is going to be really fun. So yeah, let's get into it. To start, the very first voice we ever heard, let's just get him out of the way now, is the narrator. And we all know how I feel about that guy. He is going right into hated. Next, we have the voice of the hero. I was always pretty neutral on the voice of the hero, but I think that's kind of the point, right? He's the voice that doesn't have an emotion. He's kind of just the voice of reason. He's very neutral. He never really made me laugh. He never really gave me any emotions because that wasn't the point of him. The point of him was he was like the protagonist's voice. So neutral, not indifferent, but pretty neutral. So right there and liked, right there in the middle. Next, I got my first voice that was related to an emotion, and it was the voice of the skeptic. That was the perfect voice for me to get in part 1 when I was playing blind for the first time, because when I went into this game, I thought the narrator was going to be on your side as the player. I thought he was going to be helping you along. And then I found out that he's not helping you, that he's a huge obstacle, that he's constantly lying and gaslighting you, and I was really surprised. So suddenly, I didn't trust anything.
Don't forget what he did to us the last time around. I wouldn't trust a word out of his mouth.
So voice of the skeptic was perfect for the first voice to show up because he was just like what I was thinking as I was playing.
What if he's telling the truth?
He's not.
He isn't.
And I loved him. But Skeptic was really only amazing in part 1, not really amazing in other videos. So we're gonna put him in really liked. Then in part 2, we meet Smitten for the first time.
My
and
love.
I love Smitten. Smitten is without a doubt, no contest, my favorite voice in the whole game.
My love. We're here, narrator. We already told you we're not playing along with your little game. Well, are you going to describe our steamy, romantic kiss? I told you our love was insurmountable. Our happy ending at last.
Whenever anything was happening, I was like, oh, I wish Smitten was here. Oh, that's easy. I'm going to try flirting with her. Oh, if only Smitten were here. He is my favorite by far. Next, we have Cheated, who showed up right after I stabbed the princess for the first time and she killed me, which was great because it was the first time I ever slayed her, and he felt cheated because I slayed her but then died and it didn't count and we just went back to the beginning, and it was amazing. I got these voices in such a great order when I played blindly. I loved it. So Cheated was hilarious. He cursed. He was the first voice that actually gave the narrator a hard time.
You're on a path in the woods. This whole thing's a crock of shit.
He was the first voice that disliked the narrator as much as I did at that point.
No, fuck that. We're gonna have to keep doing this over and over and over again. We're not starting in that goddamn woods every time. We're starting in the fucking cabin.
He took control from the narrator.
Excuse me, what just happened? What did you just do? Oh ho ho ho! I guess I took us to the cabin, didn't I?
Oh my god.
That interesting. Who holds the cards now?
I loved him. Cheated is going into the loved category. Next, Hunted showed up for the first time. So Hunted had some good strategy when we were with the Den and when we were with the Eye of the Needle, but his personality was pretty non-existent. Like, he was just kind of a less interesting and funny version of Paranoid. So I'm pretty indifferent with Hunted. Then we have Broken, who seems really divisive. Like, some people love Broken like I do, and some people really don't like him. I don't know why he gets so much hate, but I love Broken. Broken is hilarious.
I think we're dead, and that's all we'll ever be. Dead, 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 dead. Over my dead body. That won't be very hard. We've died a lot. This is all just a sick joke. I hate existing.
He's so funny to me. I love Broken. Broken is going into the loved category for me. If you're one of those people that doesn't like Broken, tell me why, because I thought he was great. Next, we have Cold. During the Gray, he relished in Smitten's grief, and he was so kind of scary and sadistic, and it was horrible. So Cold, right along with the narrator, is who I hate. So then we have the Opportunist, and I honestly forget Opportunist exists, so he's going into Indifferent. Next, we have Contrarian, who I loved. I loved that he was constantly just like, oh, don't worry, we can ruin the narrator's day.
But I'm sure there's plenty of other ways we can ruin his day. Should we tell him?
No.
Nah, let him stew.
He'd hate that. So you should do it. Even if he isn't here anymore, it's the spirit of the thing.
He was amazing. He made me laugh constantly. I love him. He is going into the loved category. Next, we have Paranoid, who I met during the scariest chapter in the game. When I finally met the nightmare, I was terrified. Paranoid started chanting his heart, lungs, liver, nerves, and he scared me. Then when I went back, I really appreciated Paranoid because I knew what he was doing. But the first time I met the nightmare and he started chanting that, it scared me so much.
Heart, lungs, liver, nerves. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves.
You are not helping, Paranoid.
You have seconds left.
Heart, liver, lungs. Oh my god. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves. Holy crap.
Again, your eyes.
So I like Paranoid, but I don't love him or really like him because unfortunately for Paranoid, he was always in the scary parts of the game. So he's going to go into liked. And then the last voice that I met was my genocide buddy, Stubborn, who was in all of my genocide videos for at least the first 3 of them. I thought he was going to be in every single one. He just showed up, was like, yes, we're doing a violent playthrough. We smashed the mirror. I love him.
Great. So you've been here before. That doesn't bode well. Oh, shut up. It bodes fine. You're the reason we're stuck in this shit situation. If that mirror's blocking our way, just smash it and be done with it.
Yes! Behold, the perfect woman.
Oh, even Stubborn's on board. He's awesome. So I love him. So those are all the voices. So let's clean it up a little bit. So obviously we all know Smitten is my favorite. Then I think Contrarian because he hates the narrator as much as I do and I loved him and he made me laugh the entire time he was there. Then I think maybe Broken because Cheated was hilarious, but Broken I saw a lot more and his lines just made me laugh so much. So I think Broken, Broken and Cheated are pretty much tied for me. If I really have to pick, I'm gonna say Broken, but Broken and Cheated are pretty much neck and neck for me. And then Stubborn is right there in 4th because he's my genocide buddy. And then in Really Liked, we have Skeptic all on his own. And then in Liked, we have The Hero and Paranoid. The Hero I'm pretty neutral about, so Paranoid is gonna go a little higher than The Hero because I actually liked Paranoid, and The Hero was just like the neutral voice of the protagonist. And then in Indifferent, we have Hunted and Opportunist. I like Hunted more than Opportunist, so that's right. And then in Hated, we have Cold and the narrator. For a second, I was like, maybe I like Cold less than the narrator, but no, come on. Obviously, I like the narrator the least. So that's my order. That's my ranking for all the voices. My top 3 are Smitten, Contrarian, and Broken. And then Cheated is probably in 4th place, but just barely. Like, they really did tie. But I'm going to be decisive because I don't want any ties in my ranking. And then Stubborn is in 5th place. Honestly, these 5 I love so much more than any of the other voices. So these are the winners. So that's my ranking. What do you think? Do you agree? Do you disagree? Comment below. And if you don't like Broken, please tell me why in the comments because I think he's great. He's my 3rd favorite voice. This was really fun. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe and comment below. And if you're already subscribed, thank you so much. I really appreciate you. Bye.
My love, we're here to rescue you from your unjust and foul imprisonment.
My favorite line of the game.
Oh, what if? Throw it out the window. This is all just a sick joke. I hate existing.
This whole thing's a crock of shit.
Yes! Behold, the perfect woman.
But what if he's telling the truth?
He's not.
He isn't. I'm stuck here with you. I wish I weren't. Feelings mutual.
You tell him, Paranoid.
It's 2 against 1. It's 2 against 2.
Narrator, you don't count.
You don't count. The air's shifting. She's getting ready to pounce. Move, now.
Move.
Picking a direct.
Well, boys, how does it feel? We're not just on top of the pecking order, we are the pecking order now.
I didn't spend much time with Opportunist.
So we did slay him after all. He had it coming, I suppose.
We slayed the narrator!
No. What are you talking about? I'm just...
I don't care what you are. You're mine.
Ah!
Oh.